Alright guys, welcome to another episode of this lesson, and in this video we are going to be discussing multiplication of number bases. For some couple of days now we've been discussing number base operations, how to perform different kinds of conversion in number bases, and for today we want to look at how to multiply numbers in different bases. Let's have the first example. We are asked to simplify 231 in base 4 multiplied by 32 in base 4, and question 2 we are asked to multiply 433 in base 5 multiplied by 41 also in base 5. If you notice something, both this question and this question are in the same basis. This is base 4 and this also is in base 4 as well. This is base 5 and this also is in base 5 as well. Let's have the solution for the first question. For the first question, we were told to simplify 231 in base 4 multiplied by 32 in base 4. Now there are two ways of doing this. You can either change this to base 10, change this to base 10 like this, change them individually to base 10, then convert your answer to base 4. Are you seeing that? That is when you change this to base 10, change this to base 10, then you multiply your result together, then convert your answer back to base 4, that is to be in the base that was given to you in the question, right? And if this were to be an objective question, that is if you find this kind of question in an objective exam, that is multiple choice questions, you don't have to stress yourself that way, right? Here's what you have to do. If you rearrange these numbers the way you multiply numbers in rows and column, you have 2, 3, 1. This number is in the base of 4, and you are multiplying multiplied by 32 also in base 4. Alright, so I want you to pay close attention to this video. So the first thing you want to do is multiply the normal way you multiply numbers, right? The normal way we do our multiplication. So you are saying 2 multiplied by 1, 2 multiplies 1 to give us 2, and 2 multiplies 3 to give us 6, but we are multiplying in base of 4, so which means any number equal to 4 or greater than 4 must not be written in this place. Are you with me? So 3 or 2 times 3 is 6, so this is 6. Subtract the base from this number, is giving you 2, at least 2 is going to be left here. Are you seeing that? So you can drop the 2 here. And how many times did you have to subtract 4? You subtracted 1, so you are carrying 1 over to the next. Are you seeing that? So 2 multiplied 2 is 4, plus 1 up here is 5, and we can't write 5 in this place because 5 itself is bigger than the base, so we are going to have 5 minus the base from it. Is giving us 1, so we can drop this 1 here, and then the number of times we subtracted is the number of times we carry. Are you seeing that now? So I'm carrying over 1. Now I have to drop the 1 somewhere here, but since there's no digits up here, I just drop it in front here. Are you seeing that now? Let me get rid of this. So I drop my 1 here. Are you seeing that? Now I'm done using these 2, so I'm using this 3 now to multiply. 3 multiplies 1 to give me 3. Is now up to 4, right? So I can drop my 3, and then 3 times 3 is 9. Are you seeing that now? I can't write 9 in this place because 9 itself is bigger than 4, so I have my 9 minus 4, that gives me 5. I can't still drop 5 here because 5 is bigger than 4, so I keep subtracting. So if I subtract 4 from 5, it gives me 1, so I can drop this 1 here. But then how many times did I have to subtract 4 from 9? I have to subtract 4 2 times, that is this and this. Are you seeing that now? So I'm carrying 2 over to this place. I'm carrying 2 over here. Are you seeing that now? So I'm saying 3 multiplies 2 to give me 6, and then 6 plus 2 is 8. But you will agree with me that 8 itself is bigger than the base. I can't write 8 here. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. I can't put 8 here because 8 is bigger than the base. So 8 minus 4, that gives me 4. And I can't still write 4 here. So since the base is 4, 4 as a digit or numbers bigger than 4 must not be in this range. So I have to keep subtracting 4, and 4 minus 4 is 0. So I can drop this 0 here. And how many times did I have to subtract 4 from the number? I have to subtract 4 2 times. Are you seeing that now? So I'm carrying 2 over to the next digit here. But luckily there's no digit there to continue the multiplication, so I'm dropping my 2 here. Are you seeing that now? So I'm adding these values together. So if you notice there's no digit here, so 2 plus nothing is just 2. Are you seeing that? This is also in base 4, please. And this answer is going to be in base 4 also. So 2 plus nothing is 2. 2 plus 3 is 5, and 5 is also bigger than 4. So I'm having 5 minus 4. That gives me what? 1. So I'm going to drop my 1 here. And how many times did I have to subtract 4? That's 1. So I'm carrying 1 over to this 1 here. Are you seeing that? So I'm having 1, this 1 plus this 1 is 2, plus the 1 up here is 3, and 3 is now up to 4, so I can drop my 3 here. So I'm not carrying any other thing. So 1 plus 0 is 1, and then I have my 2. So this is the answer in base 4 for question 1. And for question 2, we are asked to simplify. And let's have the question. 433 in base 5 times 41. 433 in base 5 multiplied by 41 also in base 5. Right? So look at the question itself. Both numbers are in base 5, right? We are going to multiply it the normal way we multiply digits, just like the first question. So we have 433. This question is in base 5 multiplied by 41 also in base 5. So I'm to multiply these. So I'm having 1 multiplies 3 to give me 3 is not up to 5, so I can drop my 3 here. 1 times 3 itself is 3, and 1 times 4 is 4. Right? This is in base 5. So I'm done using 3 to multiply this, so I'm using 4 now. 4 times 3 is 12, but I can't write 12 directly here, right? So I'm having that 12, subtract the base from it. 12 minus 5 is 7, and 7 also is bigger than 5, so 7 minus 5 again is 2. Are you seeing that? So 2 now is not up to 5, so I can drop my 2 here under here. And how many times did I have to subtract 5? I subtracted 5 2 times, so it means I'm carrying 2 over to this digit here, right? So I'm carrying 2 over here. So 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 16, right? Sorry, 12 plus 2 is 14 rather. So 2 times 3 is 12 plus 2 is 14. I can't directly write 14 here, so I'm having 14 minus 5. That's giving me 9, right? And I can't write 9 here too, because 9 itself is bigger than 5. So 9 minus 5, that's giving me 4. So I can drop my 4 here, and I'm carrying over 2. Are you seeing that? So I'm carrying over 2 here. Let me get rid of this. So from here we can see that 4 multiplies 4. This one multiplies 4 to give us 16, and 16 plus 2, that's 18. And I can't write 18 here, so I'm having 18 minus 5, that's 13. And 13 minus 5, that's 8, right? Let me write this properly. So 18 minus 5 is 13, and 13 minus 5 is 8, and 8 minus 5 is 3. Are you seeing that? So I'm writing this 3 because it's not up to 5. So I'm writing my 3 here, and I'm carrying over how many? I subtracted this once, subtracted this twice, subtracted this thrice. So I'm carrying over 3, right? I can drop my 3 right here. Are you seeing that? So I'm free to add up these together. But remember, I'm adding in base 5. So 3 plus nothing is 3 in base 5, and then 2 plus 3 is 5, but I can't put 5 here, so 5, which is the number here, minus the base, that's giving me 0. I can drop 0 here and carry over 1 to the next. So 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, and then so 9 minus 5 is giving me 4. So I'm dropping my 4 here and I'm carrying over 1 to the next. So 3 plus 1 is 4, and 4 is not up to 5. So I can drop my 4 and then bring down the last digit. So this is the answer I got in a base of 5. Right? Now let's check converting these numbers. Let's try converting each of them to base 10. Then we multiply them together and convert our answer back to the corresponding base. So for the first question, we're given a 231 in base 4 multiplied by 32 in base 4. 231 in base 4 multiplied by 32 in base 4. So we said we'll convert each of them to base 10. So if I convert this to base 10, I'm converting this number to base 10. So to convert to base 10, we said we'll multiply each of the digits with the original base it is having before. So I'm having 2 times 3 plus, 2 times 4 rather, please. So I'm having a 2 multiplied by the base, 2 times 4 plus 3 times 4 plus 1 times 4. So on top of these powers, I'm having a 0, 1, and 2. So if you work on this man here, this is a 4 to power 2. I can secure this with a bracket actually. So 4 to power 2 is 16, and 16 times 2 is 32, plus 4 to 1 is 4 times 3 is 12, plus 4 to 0 is 1, and 1 times 1 is 1. So when you have 32 plus 12, that's a 44, plus 1 is 45. So we have 45 in base 10. So I've converted this one to base 10. I'm converting this one to base 10. So I'm having 32 in base 4. I'm converting this also to a number in base 10. So I'm to multiply each of the digits here with the original base it has. So 3 times 4, that is this times 4, plus 2 times 4. So I'm having just 2 terms here, so this 0 and this 1. Are you seeing that? So 4 to power 1 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 4 to power 0 is 1, and 1 times 2 is 2. So when you add 2 to 12, you have 14 in base 10. And normally we were asked to multiply this number times this. So I'm multiplying 45 in base 10 times 14. 45 in base 10 times 14 in base 10. So 45 times 14, that's giving us 630 in base 10, right? But since we were given the question in base 4, you know the question is in base 4, right? The question is in base 4, so we are going to change our answer back to base 4. And since the question is in base 10, this one is in base 10, we converted it to base 10 already, so we have to just dividing it by 4, and of course there's going to be remainders. So I'm having 630 in base 10. I'm converting this to a number in base 4, so which means I'm dividing this number by 4. So I'm having 4 and then 630. So 630 divided by 4, that's giving us 157 remainder. If you multiply 157 times 4, 157 multiplied by 4, that's giving us 628. And what can we add to 628 to give us 630? That's a remainder of 2. Are you seeing that? So if I multiply 157 times 4, It's giving me 628. So what can I add to 628 to give me 630? That's a 2. So I have a remainder of 2 there. And then 157 divided by 4 again. That's giving me 39. And then if you punch 39 times 4, 39 times 4, that's giving us 156. What will you add to 156 to give you 157? It's just 1. So we have a remainder of 1 here. And then 39 divided by 4. So we have 9. Remainder, if you punch 9 times 4 is 36. What will you add to 36 to give you 39? That's a 3, right? Right, so we have that. So 4 goes again is 2, remainder 1, right? So if you punch 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is giving you 9. So you can't actually find 4 in 2, right? So we stop at this junction and we'll pick values from here, and then we go upward this way. So we have that this answer is going to be 2 1 3 1 2 in what base? In base 4. And let's compare that with what we had before. 2 1 3 1 2 in base 4. So actually, whenever you find questions in this form, if the question is an objective question, you don't need to waste time. So you just use this short method that I gave you here. But when the question is theory, they will love to see each of your workings. They will love to see each of your steps. So you have to go with method 2. Convert each of the questions to base 10. Then perform the necessary arithmetic. Then convert back to the original base that the question was given in. Do you understand? And then I would leave you to try the other question out. Try it out, convert it each of the digits to base 10 using the second method, using the method 2. Convert each of the digits to base 10, then multiply together, and then convert back to the original base that the question was given in. And leave your answer in the comments. Thank you and see you on the next one.